bit. It's, while my car's down, and I'm sure a lot of other people have done it, since it's down, might as well get it down to how you want it.
Right, right.
Yeah, because if not, you're not gonna feel.
You'll have regrets.
Yeah, you're not gonna feel good in it. Driving it down the boulevard, down Saviors. You want to look good. You want to feel good. You want to have fun with it.
And once again, if you have the tools, you have the shop, you know what I mean, or the
even
people,
the money,
or the money.
You have to have deep pockets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Deep pockets.
Well, it's an investment too, because even that money it stays there. It's not going anywhere, right?
And you create memories with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, you become like you're almost like a fantasy world when you're driving around this beautiful car. Also it's one of a kind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like all the little touches. There might be another one of the same model and year, but
or even the same color sometimes.
But it's all you.
But it's you. Each car represents that person on what you do to it.
Random question. Interiors or exteriors? Which can't you live without?
Both.
Good answer.
In my eyes, both.
Good answer.
Yeah. But I think for me, the exterior needs to look.
That's what most people would say.
Needs to look immaculate.
Yeah.
Because you don't want people coming up to your car and
they're gonna dissect it regardless.
Exactly. No matter what, they're gonna be like, oh, they're not gonna tell you because they don't want you to feel bad. But in their minds, they're gonna be like, okay, there's something
I seen a little
here.
chip.
Yeah, exactly.
But those people need to realize these cars are drivers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
they're drivers.
They're they're drivers put in the garage for a couple of months, then come back out, and we drive them. We don't trailer them.
Mm-hmm.
I trailer when I go out of state or to the big shows. So locally though, no. I used to live here in Ventura, and I was in a club called Classified out in East LA, and I used to just get in it and go.
Mm-hmm.
So San Diego, Bakersfield, I've driven that car to different areas without a care.
Random question: Has your car ever been like injured or something happened to a part?
Oh yeah, that's the joys of low riding.
Oh wow! So tell me some of those, because those probably hurt.
I've had where I've stalled a couple of times, and this one time recently I had to get it towed.
Yeah.
And because it wasn't drivable. There's one other time where I had just gotten my hydraulics on them.
Yeah.
And my nephew got into it and hit the switch too hard. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
It broke, So it happens, Things are going to happen. So you have to make sure you have that.
You can't be afraid of your car, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what my dad tells me, too. He's like, you can't be afraid. You have to push it and drive it, and it's going to be fine.
Just turn the stereo up louder.
There you go.
Classic. Some of the songs on your playlist include?
I always have a hard time picking my drive-in. So, you know how they say you have to pick that one song to drive into a show? I can never pick one. I never have a favorite one. So whatever, random. Like right now, I like to listen to that new Kendrick Lamar. But most of the time when I'm going into a show, it's old school. Zapp and Roger, Smokey Robinson.
I don't know about Smokey. He's in trouble right now.
I know. I think that's why his name came up. The old school.
SOS,
sound.
Lakeside, all the old school stuff.
Yeah.
Or LL Cool J. Mama said, knock you out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Don't call it a comeback.
I've been here for years.
Have you had your vehicles in publications?
Mine hasn't really been in any newspaper or magazines. But I do. There are a lot of photographers out here that do take pictures of them, and run into them on either Facebook or Instagram, so that kind of makes me feel good because they're taking pictures of my car.
Yeah.
But not magazines or any of that yet.
I was blessed to be able to be in Lowrider magazine before they went out of existence.
When was that?
I actually did back to back in 2017 in Lowrider magazine, and then a couple months later with Lowrider Scene magazine.
Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you're able to do that. No, I think that I mean, but you would be interested both to be in more publications, more music videos, things of that sort.
I've done a couple of music videos here in the 805. A couple of friends of mine. But other like where it's a big artist. No, not yet.
No, that's still that's good though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Any exposure is good exposure.
Yeah, it's good exposure.
Live and learn.
Tell me some things that you have been like huge accomplishments for you in the writing scene.
For me, I just think being a female, and writing and being acknowledged out here in Ventura County, because our Ventura County is so small and a lot of people don't know we're here. So we need to get on the map.
Yeah.
So they know that we do have a scene also. But like I said, just being a female and writing and just getting to know people, and because it's fun. It's
your family grows as you go along. I know. I've traveled. I've been blessed to be able to travel and state to state. It doesn't matter where I'm at. If something happens to whatever we're, truck and trailer, or somebody's there, or you're here, let me take you out to dinner, or at a car show, if you need anything, let me know. And they, like she said, the lowrider community also is very small. Ventura County is small, but so is the lowrider community, and everybody has connections with everybody pretty much.
That's cool. That's super cool. Let's talk a little bit about next generations. What would you like to see? Trends that you might even see of like, hey, you know what? I see this kind of.
I want the '80s back.
The '80s back. You want the mini trucks back?
I still have mine, so yeah. I mean, that would be the next project. But
everything kind of makes another loop, right? Every so often.
Oh yeah.
So what are some things you'd like to see? What are some things that you see already coming back?
Like I was telling Maria earlier, I want that '80s love back.
The '80s, or the '80s,
it was
the
more
Stevie
laid
B.
back.
It was there you
the
go.
Stevie B era.
Yeah.
Spring Love.
That era.
I do see it in music a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they're mixing it up. Hip hop keeps changing a little here and there.
They use pieces.
I see sampling a lot.
I see a lot more Chicano rap, and I see a lot more Chicana soldies, where they're singing in that classic way. So that I think really coincides with writing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's like a whole another more to add to the playlist. I kind of know. I think that's one thing that I see happening. Clothing wise, I see that the styles are the 80s style of dressing.
Bring back those big bottom bells.
Yeah, well they're doing it. That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah, like it's a lot more campanas now. It's not all skinny jeans anymore.
No.
Thank God.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting to see that. Like, I mean,
full circle, right?
Full circle, and I'm like, where are they getting all this? I don't see this clothing anymore, but I don't know. I guess they're getting new designers, but they're taking the classic styles.
Yeah. I stashed all that in my closet. I'm glad I did, because it came right back around.
I should have stashed mine in my closet, but I didn't.
Things that people you want to recognize that kind of like helped you along the way, or people that didn't get recognized along the way, whether it was a person that gave you good advice, a loving relative, cousin, something. Even when you're younger and you're like, oh, I used to kind of look up to that person. Anything, any positive role models somewhere in there?
I think for me it's my parents. They've always stuck there with me in any decision I've made. I've really, and besides Sonia, she's like my mentor.
That's right.
I came up, right after her, and it's just, that's all, that's all I have is my family, my parents, my brothers and sisters. I love them to death, even though sometimes, we can bump heads, but
It's all part of it.
Like I said, the lowrider lifestyle, it brings the family in more.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. We go to car shows, everybody comes, the whole family. Even if we don't fit in the cars, they all come out.
We'll make it happen. We'll squeeze in there. Mm-hmm. Sonia, you have anything to say over there?
I have always, like I say, like when I first opened my eyes, thank God, for another day. Mm-hmm. My parents, they've always supported me wholeheartedly in anything I've done. Like her and my brothers also. They're not into lowriding, but they watch me. My cousins. Mm-hmm. I had a lot of, like I said prior, men who did stand beside me, not in front of me or behind me, but next to me, showing me and guiding me. My mini truck club showed me a lot also. Friends in Motion from out here in Oxnard. Mm-hmm. Who else? My cousin Daniel right now, he's a big part of my life. That he's who I've been working on my car with. We decided to take it down. But there's several people involved. And that's been a big team. Like I was telling Maria earlier, it takes a team. You can't just have one or two persons, because it's my cousin Daniel from Daniel's Creations, Pablo of Candy and Chrome, interior people. There's been a couple, but you have to choose wisely when you make that decision. So look into that. So I'm going with Supreme Stitching from out here in Oxnard. El Jefe, he did my striping and leafing. Different people from other car clubs helped me too with my motor and different things. From Style Car Club, Lifestyle Car Club.
Yes.
I've had a lot of people that have supported me.
Much love to all of them.
And first and foremost, also my son. He's also in the game, so I've watched him, but he's my biggest supporter.
You did a good job raising him.
Thank you.
Why is these type of podcasts important? For CSEP podcast, talking about culture, putting things in a cultural context. Like I went to a Chicano Studies conference in New Mexico the other day, and so the way that Ventura County is, even you could say even Oxnard got mentioned a lot. Like they're like these places, Fillmore, they represent kind of like the way little towns are throughout the Southwest and beyond. Like there's the way we live in these kind of cultures. Like that's why they relate to it, and that's why we relate to them also. That with that being said, I'm really thankful for the viewers that we get from all the different areas, letting you know that we're creating this type of education to inspire, to teach, that this is something that is going on everywhere. Extend your networks, stay in contact with these amazing women that are doing amazing work.
You also need to give recognition where it's due, which is to my chapter of Good Times Car Club, SoCal chapter. They have supported me tremendously. Sometimes I know I can be a bit much, but I'm like the little sister or the big sister, either way.
So both ways acknowledge those that help us on the way up. Definitely, I agree that 100% with that. I'm very thankful for everybody that's gotten us to be able to do things like this. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing like there's a lot of positive things that are happening with communicating this way, having our own kind of like broadcast abilities through podcasting. Anything you'd like to say?
Just to let everybody know to don't be scared of the lifestyle. To the females, if you want to build a car, do it. Don't regret. You'll regret it later.
Stack your money
and save your money. And shout out to my club, Cruisers Car Club. And that's, stay up.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break, and if there's some other things that people want to hear about,
I
we'll.
still have more thank yous.
Oh no. Let's keep it going before we close this session. Please mention all the thank yous because they deserve the thank yous too.
Oh yeah,
they deserve the
like
acknowledgement.
These are the people who are right there next to me, helping me make these decisions.
Yeah.
That I can't make.
Yeah.
There's Slacks, my cousin Slacks. He's also a hopper, but he has Slacks built. He does hydraulics. To Red's Hydraulics in Hawaii, who is the sponsor for me for my hydraulics now.
That's dope.
Individuals. Car Club. I mean, I could go on and on.
Keep going, everybody, because I know that we can't sometimes remember everybody, but if there's somebody,
just the 805. I mean, that's where I started, and that's where. There's so much love here. Like she said, we need more recognition in the 805. And anywhere I've traveled to, I've made sure that, I let people know where I'm from. So
that's
I try
right.
to put them out there as much as I can.
That's right. Okay, we're going to take a little break, drink a little bit of water, but we'll be right back. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. Talk to you later.